Morning. The S&P rose 0.5%, the Nasdaq almost 1%, and then gold is up an actual percent, while treasuries are closing where they opened. What I'm trying to say is nothing really shocking or interesting happening in traditional markets, except maybe the dollar index, which sank 0.5% lower in what seems to be an unstoppable descent. Conversely, and maybe unsurprisingly, crypto is doing very well. During yesterday's briefing, the all-time high was in the mid 21K, which was new, unheard of, and way above 20K that everybody was looking at. At the time of shooting this video, the all-time high is 23,775. As someone said on Twitter, 25K or 30K doesn't even look that intimidating anymore. That being said, we did retrace from that all-time high. And so Bitcoin is at 22,700, which is about $1,000 lower. The session is still closing 6% up, while the previous session was about 10% up. So interesting to see that we're definitely in a very bullish move, even at those elevated level. But it was also interesting to see that the European and American session didn't push prices higher than we saw in the Asian session, although there were some intraday swings during that session. A quick word on alts. They're not doing good. So look at any chart where it's alt versus Bitcoin, it's deep in the red and typically 5 to 7% down. So while alt holders might be in the green in USD terms, if they're denominating their portfolio in Bitcoin, they're not performing that well. So what now? Well, as mentioned yesterday, really hard to make short-term predictions when we're at those elevated levels. While the move itself speaks volume about the interest and the growth potential of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, don't forget that large players can move things one way or the other pretty fast, whether that means picking up alts or sinking them lower or forcing liquidation on some of the large derivatives exchanges. So just something to look out for. The open interest on Bitcoin futures yesterday across all exchanges hit an all-time high of $8 billion, and there's also a massive expiry in the options realm coming on Christmas Day, worth about 1.9 billion. So watch out for any volatility pre-expiry and post-expiry. Speaking of options, do you see that Deribit introduced a 100K strike for the Bitcoin September 21st expiry? So interesting to see that there's a demand for that kind of strike. Also, as the last information nugget, but still significant news, Coinbase filing for IPO. Unsurprising at this point, but it's actually happening. In the meantime, Diginex, our parent company, is already listed on the Nasdaq with a ticker symbol EQOS. I encourage you to look at it. It's been doing not so bad in the past few days. That's it for me today. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe. It helps with the visibility, but also means you'll be updated with any new videos. And in the meantime, I wish you a great day and a great trading day.